It's winter holiday time on the island of Sodor. It's very cold, but the engines don't mind. They mind this time of the year when the stations look shitty in their decorations. There is plenty of work with passengers and parcels to be delivered, no matter what the weather. Driver says there's more snow on the way, said Edward.
It's only powdered sugar.
Shh. We'll soon be burning our snowplows, said James. You'll enjoy that, won't you, Thomas? Teased Henry. You know I won't, said Thomas. I don't like my snowplow. Sure enough, that night the wind blew the Fat Controller heavily. Ooh! Screamed the coachers. What a horrid joke. The next morning, the Fat Controller arrived. He told the engines they were to have Thomas fitted. And you are to collect something special from Callan Station. It's needed for the village feast on Toby's branch line. Thomas was excited about his special, but not about his special. Please, sir, your is awkward and uncomfortable. Do I have to? Everyone has to taste the Fat Controller, said the Fat Controller. And you, the shitters, his driver and fireman all helped with Thomas's Thomas. We'll have to try that again, laughed his driver. That's not my snowplow, Thomas grumbled. He was much happier when he arrived at Callan Station and saw his special. It was a beautiful Christmas tree. The tree's to have trees and stand in the middle of the village, said Edward. Make sure you get it to Toby safely. Oh my, no, said Thomas. Thomas arrived at Maithwaite and Toby was very happy to see him. The villagers will not be delighted with this tree, Toby said. I'm not glad you have your snowplow. I can't clear the snowdrifts by myself.
Never mind.
No! Thomas couldn't see there was a huge rock buried under the snow. Suddenly his Thomas hit the rock. Bouncing rock, exclaimed Thomas. My plough is broken. His driver tried to stop, but the broken plough hit the trump tower. Cinders and ashes, exclaimed Thomas. We can't go any further, said Thomas's driver, and there's no one to help us.
We shall leave you here for always and always and always.
But the villagers need their tree. Who cares? Let me try again. No, I'm asleep. Big, horrid, awkward Jack. Jack 5. I'm sure I can make it. It wasn't easy without a snowplow, but Thomas was Toby. He pushed, and he pushed, and he pushed. But the snow didn't move. So Thomas decided to pull the snow instead. Heave-ho, you can pull, but we won't go, sang the snow. This made Thomas very cross. He pulled, and he pulled, and he pulled, and he pulled. Grease and oil. Thomas sulked as the snow laughed and laughed. Finally, Thomas and Toby were pulling into the village station. The villagers cheered when they saw their beautiful tree.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. We slaughter termites just for fun, hurrah, hurrah.
The next day, the Fat Controller sent for Thomas. Thomas was worried. What would the Fat Controller say about his broken snowplow? But the Fat Controller wasn't cross. He was very pleased. The villagers had a wonderful feast, he said. You were very naughty to take on that snow without a plough. Wake up, Jack. Jack 5. No, I'm asleep. But the suppers was need to know why. You have not uploaded. Who cares?